Hi, my name is Darla Kennedy, and I am an organizational leadership major at St. Francis University. Today, I'm going to share my experiences with conducting an informational interview with Jeffrey Archer, Assistant Vice President in HR Shared Services at MetLife. So first, I'll introduce you to Jeff and tell you a little bit about his background. We'll discuss what I've learned about leadership style, decision-making, motivation, and then finally we'll wrap up with some takeaways and a summary. So Mr. Archer is an Assistant Vice President in HR Operations at MetLife. He has many years of both payroll and HR operations experience. He's implemented many HR systems over the years. He has a background in developing and implementing internal control procedures from a payroll and HR accounting perspective, as well as documentation and best practices for large corporations. He has strong project manager skills. He's a proven leader in developing highly productive employees, and he has cross-functional experience with both treasury and accounting operations from his payroll days. Jeff's highest level of education is an MBA from Fordham University, and he's a member of the HR Forum of Global Payroll Council, SHRM, and the American Payroll Association. Many of the questions I asked Mr. Archer focused on leadership, and in response to what type of leader are you, Jeff indicated he was genuine, results-focused, and that he wears his heart on his sleeve. He said he prides himself on being self-aware and has a reputation for being honest even in the most difficult of situations. These are some of the characteristics of an authentic leader. Mr. Archer also indicated that he promotes a flat organization, meaning that his team members are able to seek advice or raise concerns to him at any time without having to worry about what the proper hierarchy is within the group. According to Forbes, some authentic leadership traits are being self-aware and genuine, being driven by mission and focused on results, leading with their heart, and focused on the long-term objectives. Some of the results of authentic leadership are high team potency and performance, a high level of creativity among the team, and increased job performance. Mr. Archer also went on to describe traits that align with a servant leader. He indicated that he's focused on growth and development opportunities for his team, and that he wants each team member to grow to their full potential. He prides himself on being a good listener and displaying empathy. Traits of servant leaders are good listeners, being empathetic, and seeking to develop others' potentials, and also putting others before themselves. Results of authentic leadership are high team potency and performance, a high level of creativity, and increased job performance. When asked if he ever had to adjust his leadership style, Mr. Archer responded that it's something he does every day. He said that he adjusts his leadership style based on the person he's dealing with and the particulars of the circumstance. The next topic we talked about was decision making. With regard to decision making, Mr. Archer indicated that he's responsible for strategic directioning for his department, staffing and financial decisions, as well as decisions on process changes. He indicated he often has to make decisions that he is unsure about the outcome, and said that failure is not necessarily a bad thing, and that you must learn from your failures to use it to build better controls for the future. I asked Jeff to explain the circumstances that he would make intuition-driven decisions versus data-driven decisions. And what he shared with me is that intuition-driven decisions are usually situations he's encountered previously or situations where there's no raw data available. Data-driven decisions he makes are normally situations he's not encountered previously or any numbers or finance-related decisions. The next topic that we spoke about was motivation. When I asked Mr. Archer how he motivated his employees, his responses were consistent with the two-factor theory by Hendrik Hertzberg. Jeff motivates employees by increasing responsibility when warranted, celebrating achievements, and constantly providing recognition for his team, particularly recognition based on customer feedback. Hertzberg's two-factor theory indicated that there were hygiene factors and motivational factors. Hygiene factors were things like working conditions, quality of supervision, pay, job security, and relationships with other people at work. They do not drive dissatisfaction when these factors are adequate, but they also do not drive satisfaction when these factors are adequate. The motivational factors, according to Hertzberg, were end results derived from work: growth and development opportunities, promotion, recognition, increased responsibility, among others. As far as the impact and takeaway that I experienced for this informational interview, it was an excellent experience for me. I got to get to know a leader outside of my organization, but still within my line of business, in a setting that was fun and relaxed for both of us. I realized we had a lot more in common than I would have guessed before this exercise. We both started our careers in payroll and increasingly learned more and more about HR over the years. I felt like it was a great opportunity to get face time with an executive in an organization and highlight my field of study and progress toward my degree. It allowed me to affirm my career path. I'm positive I want to pursue positions of increasing responsibility within HR operations. I got one-on-one time with an executive in my current line of business, resulting in a personal connection. And Jeff even offered to mentor me on a going forward basis. He recommended a development opportunity to me of a class called Managing for Excellence, which is a course designed specifically for manager development. I was able to enroll in the class starting in January 2020. I gained valuable insight into HR operations work, as well as the learning and development opportunity of Managing for Excellence, and I created a relationship with an important leader in my company that will continue to strengthen as a result of my interaction with him and his offer to mentor me.